Alright, everyone's allowed to go a little crazy. Yeah, we've got Rick Diaz from Zeta Gundam series. Look at that. I love grunts. This is I guess a bit of a grail kit for some people. I classify it not quite a total grade. I mean, it's a master grade. It's very hard to find. Very cool kit. 2004 is when it was released. This is an older printing. Box is in reasonably great shape, actually. Oh, I love these cards that come in the old kit. Look, see the cardboard, the glue dries out after enough years. Look, now this is frameable art, in my opinion. Maybe not for inside the house, where the wife would go, honey, what the hell is that? I'm like, well, it's the Rick Diaz from Zeta. She's like, yeah, whatever. You can't put that up in the house. It's like, yeah, okay. This is when I mean, we used to live in a tiny 1,000 square foot house with an itty bitty little basement where I did my stuff. Now I've got a fairly luxurious sized 2-car garage to work in with some workbench areas. But that being said, I don't have like a cool, finished room just for displaying stuff, model kits and toy wise. When I do, and I will, that's a goal. Yeah, this is definitely getting framed. So we're gonna cheerfully put that aside, and let's take a look. The manual. All these older manuals are just fantastically funny sometimes. Let's see, all Japanese and black and white. Japanese. One of these days I should, learn to read Japanese again. Good luck with that. I can do a lot of things. I'm very capable of learning stuff, but learning Japanese. Okay. Sortie from Argama, so that's, they're shipped there. Frequentry problem, okay. Beyond the Front Line, action postcard. Not as funny as the, what did we do last time? Was that a Gelgoog? A Gelgoog? No, that was no, not as a guy. I don't remember. You guys remember the last video. That one had some really suggestive things in English. So that looks cool. We got like a ball that goes inside of it. I think I remember those things ejecting at some point in the cartoon. I gotta rewatch it. I haven't watched it in a while. Zeta was pretty good. I like Zeta. This is not the Quattro Bagina, not Sharaznable, whatever. This is not that. I like the grunt version of this. It just, sometimes not everything has to be a red version of everything. But, let's see here. Are we really? Yeah. Fudge. Not easy to open some of these bags. We got some dry transfers. Quite nice. Probably not going to use most of them. Then we got our 2004, and they were, still doing. They were already doing the multicolored trees. Runners. Sorry, Gundam people. Runners. And remember, I'm not talking to the normal modeling community. I'm talking to the people. Okay, I'm not gonna open every bag, but yeah, lots of polycaps. Lots of polycaps on a master grade. 2 more runners of parts here. Looks like mostly inner frame, some outer armor parts. Big feet. I love kits with big feet. I don't know why. I just have a thing. Some more exterior bits. Bottoms of the footsies. Some more footsie parts. And then we got some of the doohickeys for the things on the sides of the, I think, yeah, there we go. Some more inner bits, and we got some bell bottoms here, and some more bits and pieces. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Let's carefully take our art card, and this is just how I do things. I put that back in the box, and we put the box aside, and we will get building. And this is going to be, yeah, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. Again, I don't do much. These kits are my easy therapy, easy build. So little panel lining where possible. There's not a lot of panel lines on a lot of these older kits, but little panel lining with a pour type Gundam marker, and then just a flat clear, and that's it. So we'll be back. Hey, welcome back to me and Ricky D. Oh yeah, the Rick Diaz, he's armless. All put together. The build went together a treat. Really not fiddly. Everything fit nicely. The plastic, if you're using some good God hand nippers, SPN 120s, clippy, and just a couple hits with the racer. I also have some generic file. Either way, everything went together really nicely. Here's all the stuff I used. We got this badass chrome paint pen. This thing's awesome for behind the head sensor, so that's cool. We've masked off the head sensor with a little tape. Here's our black port type panel liner. We did that. Clean up with rubbing alcohol and various Q-tips. These hard pointed Q-tips are excellent for not wiping out too much of the schmoo into the from the panel lines. Got a regular Tamiya nippers for the ABS cuts and the big cuts. These, not a lot of people probably know about these. These are Tecton mini pliers, but these are smooth jawed. There are no teeth, non-marring. So if you want to squeeze together the little parts, like handy on some of the guns and stuff, give a little squeeze. These help with assembly. Other than that, we're using our Mr. Color UV Cut GX Flat Super Clear. Some Mr. Color leveling thinner to level it out. And we're going to shoot it through our budget-conscious Madworks M202 0.5 nozzle airbrush that we got from USA. No, I forget. It might have been from New Type. I don't know. My wife got it for me for Christmas. I just wanted a cheap airbrush just for primers and clear coats and possibly, you know, painting larger things one color. So we're gonna use this. It's a pretty good airbrush, actually. It's no Iwata or Tamiya version of Iwata, but it's very decent. It's better than the Master Airbrush series. I've gone through a few of those. They're not so hot. Either way, we'll be back with some flat clear on this thing, and you'll get to see the Rick Diaz in all its glory. BRB. Hey, we've got a Rick Diaz. This thing is beautiful. Don't mind that small blob of flat clear that's still drying because I had a little whoopsie. So yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, when you're flailing about trying to finish something and you might have knocked over your Mr. Color thinner all over the workbench and you were scrambling to do things and the airbrush went flat. Whatever. Either way, it is a very, very nice kit. We put that chrome pen behind the sensor. Really makes it bright. It's really nice. We got its what is this? The clay bazooka, I think, something like that. She's very nice. Got a lot of red things in there. Nice little thrusters. These little guys. We got our little rifles there. We did a little, you know, little panel line in there. Not much. I like them to look like, you know, they kind of walked off of the TV show. Now, that aside, okay, this is not as big as the Acguy, but side by side with the Gundam The Origins RX-78-2, yeah, she's pretty beefy. She's beefy, and I just love it. I don't know. I like the aesthetic of it, especially once you flat clear the sucker. It just looks very, very anime. It's very nice. I highly recommend one. If you can find one. See, the foot was standing in the thinner I dropped on the desk. Oh boy, I know. Whatever. It happens. I can always reflat clear some parts if I want to. But yeah, she's sweet. Not a lot of panel lining to do on here. Mostly on the power tubes and those little things on the shoulders. Not really much else. A little bit on the footsies. You know, those little rifles. I don't do the neatest, cleanest paint job. I'm very mediocre. But there we go. Just snap built. I mean, a tiny bit of racering, a tiny bit of panel lining, and a flat clear, and she's looking spiffy. So there we go. You know, there was the Dom, and then the Rick Dom, and then the Rick Diaz, and then Rick James Biatch. Oh no. There is no Rick James. That would be cool. But there's a James gun, I believe, of some form, mobile suit. But I digress. If there was a Rick Diaz and a James gun, and you could have a Rick James maybe. There we go. But one of the coolest grunt suits ever made, in my opinion. The Rick Diaz. Highly sought after, fairly expensive. I got this for a decent price from my usual plastic crack dealer, who will be down in the description below. Derico at the HOard. I have a coupon code, one time 10% off, 50 or more. In stock items only. Obviously, if you send him on a treasure hunt to find you something like this, you will pay the agreed upon price before he, gets the kit for you. But you can have yourself a Rick Diaz too if you're willing to just fork up a little bit of dough, I guess. But it's a very nice build. There's a lot of polycaps, but she's pretty stout. It's a beefy kit. It's got decent articulation for having big bell bottoms. You've got a double elbow joint, the double knee joint, and by flat clearing the body without the arms on it, it really stiffens up some of the joints a bit for the shoulders at least. And then, yeah, there we go. Yeah, she's slick. There could be, I suppose, a little more color separation, but again, this kit's old enough to enlist in the Marine Corps, so or in the AEUG. So either way, have at it. Go get yourself one, or just live vicariously through my video. Next time we'll be building something cool again. But that's it for now. Be dialing, people. Please subscribe. I'm over 700 subscribers. I'd love to hit 1,000. I don't know, just as a personal goal. So, like, share, whatever with the video, all the crap the YouTubers have to say, I guess. I'm gonna go put this up in the toy cabinet with all the other cool stuff. Put him maybe near Acguy. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, that's it. Ian signing off. Have yourselves a lovely weekend.